This morning we are packing up here at the Clearwater Lake Tarpon KOA, getting everything all put up. It is 10:35, checkout's at 11, so we gotta get everything buttoned up and get out of here and head towards the interior of Florida. We are going to Bill Frederick City Park.
Are we gonna? Oh, I thought we were gonna Bill Frederick. I didn't even know who Frederick was.
And the dad jokes start, guys. And Bill Frederick City Park in Orlando. It's about 4 miles away from Universal Studios, which is why we're going there. I stumbled on this one. It's like $25 a night for full hookups.
I'm scared. I guess
cool.
they got to be competitive, so
But
it'd be terrible.
They've got a disc golf course, which we're probably not going to have time for.
And it's hot. I don't know that.
But we're heading out this morning. It's a 2-hour drive from here, which we're going to turn into 3 hours because that's the way we do. Okay, before we get to the bonus features, I think first we need to talk about Bill Frederick Park as a base camp for Universal Studios Florida. Yes, and yes. It is 30 minutes from camper door to turnstile at the park, give or take, for both days that we were here, both park days that we were here.
And 15 minutes of that is once you get inside of the campground. It's a big campground. Or not campground, the park itself.
You know, a lot of us weirdies who come to Orlando for the theme parks, a lot of us will stay at Fort Wilderness, which, you know, is the creme de la creme of campgrounds, according to most folk. And then while we're there doing the Disney thing, we'll drive over to Universal and do a couple of days at Universal while we're still staying at Fort Wilderness, or even staying at another campground in the Orlando area. Staying here at Bill Frederick Park, you're going to be spending a substantially less amount of money. We stayed here 3 nights, and it cost us a grand total of $75.
That's with tax and everything. Where is their tax?
Well, I'm looking here. Rental fee $66.96, commercial property tax $402, resort tax $402, which all comes up to a grand total of $75 for 3 nights. You'll be hard pressed to get a single night stay in Orlando at a campground for $75, and we stayed here for 3 nights, and it's like 4.1 miles from Universal Studios Orlando. Perfect base camp for those parks. Like I said, 30 minutes from camper door to turnstile. You just can't beat it, and it makes no sense. You cannot get a campsite at Fort Wilderness for $75. And this is full hookup.
Spaced wide apart, very quiet. I was actually thinking this morning, I thought it was empty, and I looked around, it's not empty. It's just, they're just spaced so far apart, and I mean, so is Fort Wilderness. They're spaced.
Yeah. So that part of it, the Universal Studios base camp part of it, yes, this works out perfect, and you can't find a better deal. I don't think. I'm sure somebody might try to correct me on that, but I really don't think you're going to find a better deal than this.
There's a lake out here. Oh my gosh, there is a bike trail that goes around. I don't know. I didn't get to map it to see how far it went, but paved. You know, we usually take our mountain bikes. We're usually on mountain bike trails. This is paved though, and it goes around the entire city park. I didn't get a chance to map it. I don't know how far it is, but it's quite a ways, and it goes beside the Turkey Lake. Beautiful trees overhanging. I went out at dusk, and there was, I saw raccoons and armadillos. It was truly beautiful.
Yeah, this is just a gorgeous city park, and I mean they've got a playground. We didn't have time to explore because we were doing the theme park thing. But
what did we decide about the playground when they were ordering?
Yeah, they selected every option when they ordered this playground
Boss
equipment.
didn't tell them what to pick, so they just
they just
slide
checked
and
it
monkey
all off.
bars, and it's huge. It's nice.
And then there's a second area further away from there. I guess if the big one gets too crowded, then...
Is there a swimming area?
You know, I don't recall if there was or not. If I find out otherwise, I'll put it logged at the bottom of the screen here, but...
Not Turkey Lake. No
yeah, you don't want to.
You
really don't want to swim in Turkey Lake. Disc golf.
And those are shaded. I mean, this whole place is just very shaded.
Oh yeah,
very shaded.
This is, I guess, what they like to call the real Florida. It is beautiful. I mean, you're driving through a tunnel of trees when you pull into the campground. It is just a gorgeous place.
There's Primitive. I think it's closed in the shoulder season, but
yeah. So even if you're not going to the theme parks and you've got to stop over in Orlando for a couple of days for whatever reason, football games, basketball, whatever you got going on,
highly recommend.
You got to stop here. It is inexpensive. Not all the sites are full hookup. I think maybe the first 6 are full hookup.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But it's a gorgeous, inexpensive place to stay. I think the only way you're going to beat it is if you're boondocking with your brother. We'll catch you all down the trail.